Again, and welcome to class, the second week of the PM100. We have a newcomer, Gigi. Gigi has been trying to get into the class, and because of we were not able to respond to her on time, and then I met her again at the council meeting on Thursday, and I told her it's not going to be late to join. Gigi, everybody did, so we want you to introduce yourself to the class and your background and what you are doing and why are you taking this class.
Okay. Well, I'm Gigi. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you very much for allowing me to attend the class. My background is mostly in administrative support and human resources for the past 15 years. And I'm taking these courses so that I can give resources to my community and environment in whatever form that takes. Like you said, project management applies to various fields. And so I want to become more marketable and use this for my own professional growth.
All right, good. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So we cover the first. So I broke it down, the whole 13 modules into 3 sections, and those 3 sections are, remember, PMI put together all of this from a different disciplines, and the 3 sections we did was, the first section was the organizational, anything that has a management hand on it, how organizations affect the project, what type of organizations exist in the world, and how are those organizations actually function in the project realm. So this is the organizational part. And not only that we covered the organizational part, we also covered the key components of making the project successful, and that is integration. So we also discuss about integration. And then we also covered the processes that are available for us to work with, and those 47 processes, which we're going to discuss that probably in the next class and on the weekdays, and how these processes interact each other to make sure that you have a big picture, from the whole, from the initiation all the way down to the closing and to the whole knowledge area module. So this is part 1 of the entire project management class. Then part 3 is technically the soft skill. The soft skills, communication, and then legal and stakeholders. So part 3 talks about this is an organization, and then part 3 is how an individual soft skills apply to make sure that the projects are successful and the projects are completed on time. So today we're going to discuss the second section. This is something which we're going to discuss probably in the next 2 classes or 3 classes Saturdays. The second part we're going to discuss is the technical part. So technical part means that we're going to go into the actual techniques, tools, techniques, and then methodologies for managing that. So these are technical aspects. So when you see here, this is part 1, organizational, part 2 is technical, and then part 3 is personal, how a project manager should act to accomplish all of that. So in this technical part, we're going to discuss unit 5, which is scope management. Unit 6, time management. Unit 7, cost management. And Unit 8, quality management. So these are like real technical stuff that you're going to use to manage your project and then to measure your project. And probably, you know, if time permits, we will finish this too, or probably the third one, because each one of this is really, really extensive, and then cover the breadth. So remember, we're kind of we're using a breadth, a depth, and an application model for understanding how we manage projects. So this is the breadth part. So breadth part means it's just like, you know, a little bit of across the board. So you're gonna this is the, you know, the organizational part is like, you know, the breadth of the discipline, where you have different types of management style, different types of organizational culture, and the whole area. This is what we call it the depth. The depth of the class, where you're actually, you know, the factor that. And then the last part is the application. That means how you use this concept and to apply into the real life project. So I'm trying to show you from a different corners, and in that way, when you kind of analyze it, how the whole thing structured, then you will understand that you will understand the sequence, how it goes there. Because remember, you cannot leave one thing and then assume that the project is going to be successful. You need the organizational setting, so you need to have an organizational know-how. Work. You understand that, you know, with the position you have, with the responsibility you have, you need to know what is going on in your shop. Then the second part is, this is what actually the organizations want you to do. Means that to be really technical on what's going on in your shop. Then the third part is the application part, is how you use those concepts together to get your work done. All right, okay. Let me just get my pointer here and see if I have it. Okay. Okay. I know why. But in the meantime, if you have any question or concern, you know, you let me know. So we're going to get this here. Yep. Okay. So now we will talk about project scope management. Okay, so now what do you understand when we say scope? This is unit 5, because we did integration and then processes last time. So scope. So anybody guess what the scope is? It's the scope of a project.
The general view.
The general view. Okay. What else?
All the components that it will take to achieve the project.
All the components that it takes to achieve the project. Okay. Remember, we are talking about the project management jargon. Dixa, any guess?
It's range, how far it reaches, what kind of problem, how it changes.
Okay. Okay. So you're I mean, you're almost okay. You touched in one way or another. remember, the scope is the boundary of the project. What are you going to deliver? Okay? What is included in the project and what is not included in the project. So, why it's important to define a scope? Why? Why do we care about scope?
I think it's important because it guides to make sure that you're on point on everything, on your results.
Okay.
Clarity and focus.
Clarity and focus. Okay. What else? I mean, you're right. So scope means if I ask you to come and say, okay, if I ask you to build a 6-story apartment complex in Rockville or in Silver Spring, that is my high-level scope. Not 7, not 8. It's a 6. Okay? And if I come and tell you that I want you to do it and then to finish this in 18 months, not 19 months, not 20 months. That's the scope. And also, we're going to discuss that once now you take that contract, before you actually execute, then you come and then say, okay, you said 6-story. What you want to be included on that building? Okay, you need swimming pool, you need parking garage, you need shopping center, you need theater, anything. So you have to know exactly what you want to deliver. Otherwise, what will happen? Then you will miss the mark